Hey guys!
Hey!
Welcome back to our YouTube channel. I am Camille.
And I'm Calvin.
And we're so happy about today's video. This is going to be more for intermediate level language learners.
If we're talking too fast, we have A-level dialogues and videos for you on our channel as well. So
yes.
Please check those out and subscribe if you haven't already.
And you can activate the subtitles so you can see those along the way. And today's video is going to be mysterious.
Yes.
Calvin actually had this idea. He's like, what if we look through old photos and then show each other a photo and we have to talk about the memory and what comes to mind?
Yeah.
So I chose some photos.
And I chose photos, and we'll put them on the screen, obviously, so you could see what we're describing. And that way you can learn how to describe things, learn colors, learn places, and how to talk in the past, because we'll be talking probably telling some stories, and we'll see how many photos we can get through, and so we hope it's engaging and fun for you guys.
Yes, and real quick, don't forget about my books.
Oh, yeah.
Many of you maybe already have them. I have dialogue books, short story books. They're super awesome for helping you in your language learning journey. You can find them at www.learnenglishwithcamille.com or Amazon.
Yeah.
So do you want to show the first photo?
Alrighty, are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do this.
We're going way back.
Oh gosh.
not way back, but way back.
We've been together for over 20 years, so imagine how many thousands of photos we have.
Yes,
a lot.
It's true. And as photos became easier, on phones and stuff, obviously the amount of photos taken went up as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Good point.
All right, so here is the first photo. It's blank, as you can see. So I'm gonna, there we go.
Oh my goodness. Flashback. Okay. That was during my heavier weight days. I was quite chunky and not happy to see this photo at all. But this was in 2010 in Thailand. We rode our very first elephant, and I've never ridden one since. That elephant was beautiful.
Yeah.
It really was. And
it behaved very well. Like it didn't, go too fast or too slow.
Yeah. And this, we only spent a week in Thailand. We went to an island that I don't even remember the name of. Do you?
Koh Samet.
Koh Samet. So this was, I think, on Koh Samet.
No, I think this was outside of Bangkok.
That's right. So we went to India for 3 months. Then we spent a week in Thailand. We were with friends, and some of us decided to go on a little day trip. We rode little gondolas through a river market, and then we rode an elephant.
Fun experiences.
Oh my goodness. What memories. And your hair was so long.
A little longer. I mean, I need to cut it right now, but man, it was like at least 2 times as long there.
Too funny.
And we both had baby faces because we were a lot younger.
A lot younger. Well, I might as well go back as well.
Okay.
I'm going to do random. I'm not going to go.
Okay.
I'm just going to jump around. So this is going to be the first one I'm going to show you.
Okay. Oh, I was going to do one similar to that. So this photo was just before the birth of our first child. So we were super excited, as you can imagine. Camille had the, pregnancy glow about her. She looked very beautiful.
This was taken on my due date.
Yeah.
Actually, I was due to have Maddox on this day, but he was, 2 days late, I think?
Yeah, he was something like that. I can't remember how many days, but yeah, we were trying to do all sorts of things to induce labor,
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a beautiful plaza. We live nearby in Barcelona. I love Barcelona. It's such a beautiful thing, and I love that corduroy jacket I had on.
Do you
I miss
still
it.
have it?
No, I don't think. I might have gotten rid of it, or maybe it is in the United States.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Probably got rid of it.
But
I
memory.
felt like pretty good there being pregnant. I didn't gain that much weight, and I mostly just gained weight in my stomach. I think I was fatter in the Thailand
Maddox
picture.
weight.
Yeah. And I had a great healthy pregnancy. And I was so thankful. I mean, we got pregnant in Mexico. We went back to the US and then we moved to Barcelona. So Maddox already was a traveler in 3 countries before he was even born.
Yeah, he's always been moving, and he
Yeah.
doesn't stop moving even today.
Yeah,
So, yeah, it's
that's
probably why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your next one?
All right, my next photo, speaking of the devil when we're talking about somebody.
Oh, Maddox. What a little blondie. We would let our kids' hair grow so long before we finally cut it, but Maddox was super blonde. I was
He was
super
a blondie.
blonde as a child, and people always ask me about my hair. And I
Yeah.
do highlight my hair, but I was really blonde as a child, and all of our kids too, as children. But then the older they get, now Ivory's is super dark, and Kyra's
Yeah, that's
too.
true. It gets darker. Yeah.
Yeah.
Must be our
So-
Swedish blood or your Swedish blood or something.
Well, when Maddox was 2, we went back to Mexico and we spent 6 months there. So Maddox was 2 in this photo, and
Yeah.
we stayed on a beautiful property where we had to do landscaping. So these are the leaves in the wheelbarrow, and that dog was always around.
Hachi or something?
Hachi.
Is that the name?
Good
Wow.
memory. I think so.
Just come to
Yeah.
mind.
And
Yeah.
we were taking some classes. We did a program all in Spanish, and Maddox had a Spanish-speaking nanny, Cassandra.
That's true. Yeah, he was learning Spanish and he was even speaking a little bit, which was cool. And I would say our Spanish at this point was probably the best it will ever be in our lives. Like
Yeah.
we were actually translating for people.
Yeah, that's
so-
true. We were pretty good because we had lived 2 years in Spain. We had been in Mexico for 6 months before that, and then we were in Mexico again. Yeah.
All that. Yeah. So it might have been a mixed Spanish. Well, for me anyways, the Spain accent, Mexican accent. But
We didn't speak any other languages at this time.
that's true. Yeah. Just Spanish. So we really focused on it and were able to speak a lot and feel comfortable in it, which is
Yeah.
cool. We hope the same for you in English.
Yes.
All right. Next photo for me.
Next photo. Okay.
Oh, that's a good one. I remember taking that photo. I took the photo with an iPhone with a little now we have these like wide angle lenses, but I had a little clip-on lens, so I was taking pictures of the blueberry patch that is on Camille's parents' old land in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan.
Yes.
So we're talking north, almost Canada. Basically between like Lake Superior, which is a huge lake, divides Canada and America, and or the United States. Sorry, and but these blueberries were incredible. Our kids would run out of the house and just go pick blueberries and eat them. Especially Ivory. Ivory was like a blueberry fiend. She loved blueberries.
Yes. My parents had 200 blueberry bushes, but they mostly would just keep them for themselves or let their close friends and family come pick them. And then they would freeze them because Michigan winters are long. And so they would have these blueberries that they could eat all year round, and they were so tasty. And when we were here...
And they were huge, too.
Yeah.
They're like this big.
I think during that time I would have been pregnant. Was I pregnant with Cairo?
Cairo, yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
You were probably, 7 months, 6 months pregnant.
Yeah, and we went up to Michigan.
We drove
17 hours from South Carolina.
with 2 small kids.
Yeah, we're crazy.
And we gave them coloring books, and I remember, wasn't it Maddox or Ivory? Somebody they literally colored. They colored so fast. They finished the whole book in 30 minutes.
Yeah, they're like, I'm done. And we're like, oh my gosh,
We have,
16 and a half hours left.
Kids.
Yeah.
Gotta love them.
Yeah, but we have so many special memories. I mean, I grew up
Yeah.
in this house. I do have a video of it we should link. I have a couple videos
Yes.
I did from the UP because now my parents sold the house. They live in South Carolina, and I'm so glad that we have those memories.
Yes. It's a beautiful, very unvisited area in the U.S., especially by foreigners. So if you really want to see a unique part of the United States, and in many ways a very authentic American culture, you can go to the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. Okay, we are not funded by the tourism office
Government.
of Chassell, Michigan, but we do love the Upper Peninsula. Okay, it's my turn. Alrighty, let's go. So, next photo.
Oh, my Lanta. Okay, so this was in South Carolina. We still own the house where Calvin took this photo. This is our street. It's like your typical, what you see in the movie street. And we had snow, and Ivory was a baby.
Tiny baby.
Tiny baby.
Yeah, I just like her expression is really funny. She's like, Mom, what are you doing?
I know. We bundled her up with as much clothing as possible,
Yes.
a big snowsuit and a blanket and a hat. And I had my headband, which I still have. It's here in Portugal. I've traveled with that thing for years. And then I did get rid of that big black jacket last year at our garage sale.
Wow, when did you buy that one?
Years ago.
Probably in like Sweden or something, like 15 years ago.
I don't even know. It was from Macy's in America.
Okay.
I remember.
Good sales at Macy's.
Yeah, but oh, what a sweet little baby she was.
She was.
Our kids are dreaming of snow. They don't remember it. Maddox was 2, I think, and then he might have gotten 1 day of snow in South Carolina.
Yeah.
He was 3 there. So we're hoping.
Couple days of snow, that's it.
Hoping we can go somewhere for this winter vacation during their Christmas break and go to a snowy place. So that would be fun for them.
When he was like almost 1, we went to Istanbul and it was snowing, I remember, but it didn't stick and he was small.
He was too small.
Yeah, that's true.
Guys, with these photos, it's like a blast from the past.
Yeah, I mean, this video already is pretty long and
12 minutes. Gosh.
We might not get through all our photos, but that's okay.
Well, this one's funny. Do you remember?
You know, as a parent, potty training is quite an interesting phase in the whole parenting life. And so, I mean, a porta potty literally is a great thing. They can just plop down on the toilet wherever. And hey, if they gotta go, they gotta go. So keep that toilet near. And Cairo, at this point, seemed like he was doing a good job. He made it to the toilet. He's sitting on it.
Yeah.
He's not afraid of it.
He was just going pee. He would sit to go pee. And we told him, you can just go pee in the grass. But he didn't want to go pee in the grass. He wanted to sit on his potty.
Yeah.
And we didn't want to have to run in the house every time we were out by the pool. And so I was like, I'm just bringing your potty out here, set it by the pool. And he would go in his potty. And Ivory thought it was so cool. And they were just the cutest little things.
It was very hot in the summer, so we spent a lot of time at the pool. So, bring your whole life out there. Food, potties, I guess.
Yeah, no, we literally, in the summer, if we're in America, we have a big pool, and we live in the pool in the summer. We really do. Our kids are all fish. They love to swim. They all learned how to swim around 3 years old. Maddox was 4. Ivory and Cairo were 3. And they all were kind of self-taught by watching me. I mean, I can kind of take some credit, and then watching each other. And they just love it, and they're little fish. And
yeah, they are. Yeah, we don't have a pool that they can like swim deeply into. The pool here is shallow, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. This one's funny.
Oh, yeah. Running from the dinosaur. We were actors in this Jurassic Park movie. Great memories. So famous.
Yes. Made lots of money off that.
Actually, this was in Peru. I would love to go back. Awesome memories in Peru. I don't remember the name of this specific place.
It was a salt flat, right? So it was north of Arequipa. And it was like, what, 2-hour drive maybe up to a very high elevation, probably, I don't know meters, but like 11,000, 10,000 feet. So pretty high up. Mm-hmm. We went with a tour, right?
Yes, we did.
And
no, that one we drove ourselves because our kids were there.
Oh, yeah, right? We did.
Mm-hmm. We rented a car and we went for a day trip. And we went there, and we paid them, I think. Did we pay him?
Who?
Or was this a tour?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
it was a tour.
Were our kids there?
We did one with our kids and one without it.
Sorry, guys, my memory.
This is what happens, when you start talking memories. Where was that? What happened?
Now I don't remember. I don't think our kids were there.
Yeah, I remember they were at some salt flat that we went to, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Anyways, guys, sorry we don't remember, but I do remember that this guy had these props and took a ton of photos of us.
Yeah,
And now looking back, it's a lot of fun to see those.
that's pretty fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a lot of good moments there.
I'm gonna have to go back to try to remember.
Yeah.
Okay, this one. Dun dun dun.
Yeah, so I am this was not during COVID. This was
No, it was, wasn't it?
Oh, it
No.
might have been, but it wasn't because of COVID that I
Yeah.
was dressed like that. I was clearing old insulation. You know, insulation is what you put in your walls so that it keeps the heat out or the cool out of your house. So we were basically creating 2 bedrooms above in our loft area of our house, our attic of our house. And so I had to blow the insulation away. But insulation is basically like little pieces of glass. So you don't want to be breathing it in. So I had to get all suited up. And then, like, you know, if you deal with insulation, you start like itching like on the joints where you sweat and stuff, like, because the glass just kind of sticks there. It's very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So anyways, that's why I'm dressed head to toe, like everything covered. And then to make life easier, I used my leaf blower to blow the insulation. So it actually worked very well. So I was very proud of my ingenuity.
Calvin is a really handy person. He is like a jack of all trades. He built that attic space. It was like nothing. I think you posted on your Instagram like a video reel of the finished space that I got to decorate, and it turned out so beautiful.
Yeah, it was probably the biggest project I took on personally. I'd done other bigger projects, but included other people. So this was a big one for me.
Yeah.
And yeah, it turned out great. Yeah. I did have a little bit of help here and there by professionals, just to make sure everything wasn't going to fall apart or something.
Someone did. One of the guys, professional stepped through our attic into our living room and created a big hole.
Yeah.
And
all of a sudden we saw feet dangling.
We're like, we couldn't believe it. It was shocking.
That was crazy.
Yeah. Should we do one more photo each?
Okay, one more photo each. Man, this is tough. I have so many good ones I want to show.
Me too. We'll have to save it. If you guys like this, let us know in the comments and we can do a part 2.
I think this one you might maybe have a story with. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. I do. This was 2017, I think. We went back to Hawaii. So we've been to Hawaii a lot. We lived there a total of about between 2 and 3 years, I think.
Yeah, off and on.
And this was when I decided to start learning Italian. We were watching Netflix every night, putting Maddox and I were to sleep and then watching Netflix. And Calvin's like, we're wasting our time. Let's learn a language. He's like, let's do a 30-day challenge. I chose Italian.
She hasn't stopped.
That's true. That
we started
motivated
30
me.
days, and it's been like 7 years.
Since 2017. It's been longer.
No, yeah. 8 years.
8 years.
Hey, man, these 30-day challenges, they work.
Give it a go. I went from Italian to French to Portuguese to Turkish, and I'm still on a roll. So.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But I met this lady, and I found out she was Italian. And so even though I had only been learning Italian for 30 days, I thought I could speak it. And so I went to her cafe that she owned, and I tried speaking some Italian, very broken, and she was so sweet. And so I got to go there several times over the next couple of months and practice my Italian with her.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So the moral of the story is be brave and step out and speak.
And learn languages.
And learn lots of languages and less Netflix, unless it's in the language that you want to learn.
Yes. Okay, I'm going to go with this one. I had so many, but...
This is my best friend, Ed. I'm going to talk to him actually probably after this video. So
nice.
It's meant to be. But Ed is living in Jordan, and he's pursuing a relationship. He has a girlfriend, so we're super happy. But Ed is a good guy. He is, that's the best way I can describe. He's a great guy. He's funny. He inspires me. And, he loves God, which is very important. So, yeah, we always have fun. And he brought me back this t-shirt from Jordan, which was cool. We had one day that we could see each other as we were crossing paths in the United States. And so, yeah, we went and met him. We met his girlfriend, which was cool, and he brought me that T-shirt, which is awesome. I love lions. They're a good symbol. You know, even in the Bible, like prophetically, Jesus is the Lion of Judah. Judah is a tribe of Israel. So I like that.
Yeah, I thought you'd have some good thoughts about Ed. We met Ed in Mexico.
Yes.
First time we went to Mexico, and we come to find out he lives in South Carolina, and we have been friends with him ever since. I mean, he's visited us here more than once in Portugal.
I've traveled with him. We've met him in England.
Spain.
Yes.
Yeah, so he's like a lifelong dear friend of the family and Calvin's best friend, and we really love Ed.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good note to close this video or to end this video.
Yes.
It flew. Like, we've been talking over 20 minutes.
Wow.
And wow.
We hope it flew for you guys.
Yeah, that's true. For
if
us,
you're still here, hey, yeah, like I think it did. That's good.
Yeah, I had so much fun. It was a great idea. I would do another one of these.
Yeah, I think we have enough photos, obviously. So
yeah,
it could be fun. Or if you guys ever have any creative ideas on how you want to learn English, let us know in the comments also.
Yeah, and thank you so much for supporting our channel, for watching our videos,
buying our books,
comments, for your likes. We love you guys. You're amazing. We wish you a beautiful day or night wherever it is you're watching from, and we'll see you soon.
See you later. Bye.
Bye.